What happened to girls who turned 16 in your community? My parents told me at 15 that I'd be attending the purity ball on my 16th birthday, where fathers publicly pledged to guard their daughter's virtue until marriage. I thought it was just a weird church tradition until I discovered the real auction happening in the basement, where men bid on virgin certificates with marriage contracts attached. The purity ball was the biggest event in our town of 8,000 people. Every girl turned 16 had to attend in a white dress, dance with her father, and sign a purity pledge in front of the entire congregation. The community treated it like a sacred rite of passage, with professional photographers and elaborate receptions. My family had been preparing for months. Dad bought me a $400 white gown. Mom enrolled me in etiquette classes, and they kept talking about how proud they'd be watching me make my commitment. The other girls at school seemed excited, posting countdown photos and planning their hair and makeup, but something felt wrong about how nervous the older women got whenever I asked questions. Why did some girls leave town right after their purity ball? Why were certain families suddenly wealthy the next year? Why did Mrs. Henderson keep measuring my height and asking about my health? 2 weeks before my birthday, I discovered the truth by accident. I was looking for wrapping paper in the church basement when I found a room full of medical files. Each folder contained photos, health records, and what looked like auction sheets with dollar amounts. My file was marked $15,000, highest bid pending. The paperwork showed everything. Men from neighboring towns bid on girls through sealed envelopes, with the money going to the girl's family as a dowry. The purity ball was just theater to make the transactions look religious. After signing their pledge, girls were taken to a separate room where they met their purchaser and signed marriage contracts their parents had already approved. I confronted my parents that night. They broke down and admitted they'd already accepted a bid from a 45-year-old farmer who'd been watching me for 2 years. "We need the money for your brother's medical bills," Mom sobbed. "Mr. Thompson promised to treat you well, and you'll have a beautiful life on his farm." The night before my purity ball, I couldn't sleep. I kept thinking about the other girls who'd had their lives sold while everyone applauded. I thought about Mr. Thompson's hands on me, about having his children before I even graduated high school, about becoming another sad wife who disappeared into domestic servitude. At 3 a.m., I made my decision. I cut my hair short, put on my brother's clothes, and left through my bedroom window. I'd saved $800 from babysitting, which bought me a bus ticket to my aunt's house 3 states away. I left a note explaining everything, including the location of the files that would expose the entire operation. My aunt helped me contact the FBI. The investigation revealed that 47 girls had been sold through the purity ball system over 8 years, with the church taking a 20% cut of all transactions. 12 men were arrested, including the pastor, my father, and Mr. Thompson. The whole town's reputation was destroyed when the story hit national news. 3 families tried to sue me for ruining their daughters' futures, claiming I'd cost them their dowry money. But those same daughters later thanked me for giving them the chance to choose their own lives instead of being sold like livestock in white dresses.